Matthew 11 would be our personal challenges. What are the average typical challenges that the child of God, that the disciple of God, that those who are faithful or those who desire to be faithful, those who hear, listen, what are the typical challenges that we go through when we hear the word, when we get closer to Jesus, when we drift away from Jesus, when we get too busy with this, too busy with that? What are the typical challenges that we go through? Emotions, we go through all kinds of things when we start to, and what are typical challenges that we put up in our heads, in our wordage, in our actions to the Lord, typically. We saw that in Matthew 11, and it's important to see how Jesus addressed that. In 11, we looked at that last week, and it was always love. He just loved. He had grace. He knew, and we saw that Jesus understood and knew the tendencies and understood and knew the challenges that mankind has. He knows. He knows that God knows that we are dust. He knows that we are very fickle creatures. So he knows that, and he doesn't come off on people. He doesn't come off on those who just desire to be. But Matthew 12, now we see the typical challenges of the religious leaders, of the Pharisee.